We are live. Good evening. Happy, I guess it's Tuesday. I lose track when schedule gets all screwed up, right? So it is Tuesday. Let me get the camera adjusted properly. There we go. That's the way I want it. Little advertisement. Thanks to the Baileys for this awesome shirt. Anyway, happy Monday. I wasn't on Tuesday. Man, I got to get that right. Wasn't on last night, obviously, because my daughter was here. So we did daughter stuff. We were actually out to dinner when it was time for the live stream. So I've had her on before. I would have had her on, but by the time we got back, like I say, from dinner, it was too late. So I hope everybody had a great Monday, and I hope everybody had a great Tuesday, because it is indeed Tuesday. Let's go through some channel announcements before I get going here. Some channel announcements. First of all, discount codes. Let's talk discount codes. We have 3D makers over on Etsy. They do all kinds of 3D printed stuff. I've had some of their stuff on the channel, including the light holders for the TRD Pro Grill. They're an awesome company. The discount is 10% off with code RobMotive. We have sparksparts.com for 5% off your order. Spark discount code. You got it. RobMotive. Free shipping. Free shipping. And then we have discount code RobMotive10 for 10% off over at Headlight Revolution. 10%. I'm sorry, at Tough Skins. Got them all wrong tonight. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, 10% over there at Headlight Revolution. Of course, they do lights and things like LEDs and whatever. Now, we do have a couple more announcements. We got to plug the other channels, man, because, we got to do that. We have RobMotive Tundra. If you're interested in the Tundra, and I'm very interested in the Tundra, check that out. I just posted up a video. Actually, there's 2 videos up today on that channel. But the latest one was posted this afternoon, and it shows the most recent picture of the interior as far as looking from the driver and the passenger seats. I don't know where it was, probably taken from the back seat. I don't know. But anyway, looking out, and you can see some of the things that are in that truck. It's awesome. I can't wait to put my hands on that. But check it out. Its channel name is RobMotive Tundra. And please subscribe if you go over there. Helps me out. Helps the channel. Next, we have RobMotive JT. It is about my 2020 Jeep Gladiator. I do have a Jeep Gladiator, for anybody that doesn't know. Another awesome truck. And then, let's see, that makes three. So RobMotive Tundra, RobMotive JT, and RobMotive, the place you're at right now. That's all I have for announcements. I don't have anything else to announce. That's it. By the way, how are you guys hearing me this evening? I do have a new mic. I tried it last week. It seemed to work pretty good. It's this thing right here. Yeah, I'm not going to sing for you. You wouldn't want me to do that anyway, probably. But anyway, how is it coming through? Let's check out some comments now. I think it's the appropriate time to look up some comments, I think. We're going to start at the top. We've got Richard saying he's pokey. Richard, you need maybe more vitamin B12. That'll help you out. Maybe you'll get a little better. I don't know. We have Walter. He says, where's Rob? He's right here, man. I am here. I know I was a little late tonight. There's no excuse, really. I just was. But I wasn't that late. I mean, YOEC Yodi. I always get that wrong. What's up, my Buckeye Hillbilly? OH. Let's see. Richard said he's always late. I'm not late. I'm never late. Walter says, I think he's getting his sweet tea. That's right. I do have Gold Peak sweet tea. Good for you to drink. Not sponsored. Still. I did get a sweet tea tonight. Chad Canard says, howdy, Rob. What's up, buddy? M. Jones says, where is Rob Motorcycle? When is Rob Motorcycle starting? There will be no more channels. If there is a new channel, it will take the place of an existing channel because I can only do so much. There's only me. It's a one-man show, man. That's it. Plus, there are, if you're jonesing, get it, M. Jones. If you're jonesing for some motorcycle content, go back on the RobMotive channel. I had a Harley. I had a V-Star. I don't know if that's on there. I had one of those three-wheel, what do you call them? I can't remember what you call it. It's on there. There's a lot of motorcycle content on there. POV stuff, riding with a camera stuck on my helmet, you know. Let's see. Tundra Cruise, he gave the old thumbs up. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Tana Bailey. Hey, Rob, what's up, buddy? Tana, how are you doing this evening? Check it out. I am rocking the Bailey shirt. That's what we call these, the Bailey shirt. Does fit well, mighty comfy, and thank you guys once again. I appreciate it. Mumphy says, howdy, Rob. Mumphy, how you doing, buddy? Checked out your video today. I think it was today. Might have been last night. I can't remember. The days have been running together. That was the LED light bar across the old roof rack install. Let's see. Country Taco ×2. Howdy, Rob. I'm glad you still did the live today. I was worried yesterday, but happy to know you spent time with family. Oh, yeah. My daughter surprised. My daughter's awesome. She surprised me. I was actually sitting in my recliner doing some editing. My wife comes walking up the steps, and she had a part in this too, so thanks to her too. She might be on now. She might not. Who knows? But she comes walking upstairs, and I see this girl behind her, and it didn't click. I didn't know this was going to happen. So it didn't click, and at first I thought, who is that? Well, it was my daughter. It was an awesome surprise, again, for my birthday. And Father's Day. My birthday, I was born on Father's Day. My birthday this year was on Father's Day, so she came for both. Pretty cool. Won't happen again for another, 8 years? I think it's 8 years, whatever it is. So by the time it rolls through the calendar. Let's see. Tyler Black says, I might be interested in buying the new Tundra. I am very interested. I can't wait till it comes out. I hope it comes out early. And if it doesn't, I'm going to have to do something else this year. Because I got to do something. I have to buy something. John Bailey says, love the shirt, Rob. Thanks, John. Thanks again to you and Tana. The shirt is awesome. It's just too cool. Awesome shirt, man. Let's see. Tundra Cruz says, I hear you fine. Thank you. Thank you. Philip A. Huggins says, how die we, Rob? Just thumbed up 3 times. You got it down. How are you doing? Sounds very clear and clean. Awesome. Thank you. Troy Lind. Hey, Rob. Cool channel. You sound perfect. Well, I appreciate that. I try to tell my wife all the time that I'm perfect, but she doesn't always agree with me, which, that would make her imperfect, I think. I don't know. Walter says the sound is crisp and clear, just like Gold Peak Sweet Tea. Crisp and clear. Not sponsored. Let's see. Umad Brah. On your video about trading your Tacoma, would you trade an SR5 for a TRD Pro before they change the design? I suppose it would depend on whether or not I wanted a Pro. No, I wouldn't do it, because if I did that, I wouldn't have any content for the channel and I'd be out of business. So you see, it depends on your personal situation. No, I wouldn't do it, but whether you do it or not, you see, that all depends on you. Do what you want, man. Richard says, have you tried Pure Leaf Sweet Tea? I have. I was actually drinking that for a while, but it has a weird aftertaste for me. I don't dig it, man. I don't dig it. PJ Kamayas. Howdy, Rob. How hot is it there today? Oh, it was 90, 4 or 5. We had thunderstorms for most of the day. Lots of lightning real close. The whole house was shaking. It was nuts. Fortunately, my daughter got out of here before all that stuff got here, so that was good. Tana says, man, that is the coolest shirt ever. I know. It must have been done professionally. That's all I've got to say. I mean, look at this. Nice, crisp letter. I mean, it's awesome. Awesome. Wiley says it's Taco Tuesday somewhere. It's always Taco Tuesday here. Mumphy says, motovlogging was how I started before doing Tacoma videos. Yeah, me too. I think the first videos I did were on my Harley, I think, and my three-wheel. I bought a Harley and a three-wheeler. I can't remember what you call that. It was that three-wheeler with the two wheels in the front, the one wheel on the back, and it was kind of an automatic CVT, if you will. Man, I can't remember what that's called. But I did moto vlogging on both, and it obviously it didn't work out too well because now I'm doing Tacoma stuff, but it was fun. Let's see. John Bailey says, wait, you had a tricycle? In a matter of speaking, I guess you could say I did. I had that again along with a Harley. I had a Harley Fat Boy, which I actually liked better. I sold the three-wheeler because I liked the Harley better. It was a more comfortable ride. It was faster, obviously. I had it tuned. I had a aftermarket exhaust and a different intake put on it. Filter. It was really an air filter. And I had it tuned. So it was pretty quick, and it was loud, and it was great. It was great. I really liked it. Country Taco says, happy belated birthday. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Richard Showed, happy birthday / Father's Day. Thank you very much. Wiley, happy birthday, old farts. Haha. I don't know what to say to that. Mellow Man says, you going to get that KD Max tune or what? No, I am going to get the Sprint booster most likely. I thought I had tried to order it once. I meant to do it more recently, but I haven't. But no, I'm not going to get a full-blown tune. If I do anything like that, it's going to be a supercharger. But I need to talk to my dealer and find out if they do the work, because they're the only ones, honestly, that I would trust to do it. If they do it, you know what I mean? In other words, if they say, well, yeah, we could try it. Well, then I'm not really digging that. I don't want to be anybody's guinea hog. So, Mumphy says, a fellow June birthday and Tacoma buddy. There you go, man. Mine was on the 20th, by the way. M. Jones says, which Honda V-Star? Was it the TJV 650? It was the 650. Oh, Trucker Josh. Yeah, I saw he had gotten a V-Star, and I saw it. It's blue. It's got some flames on it. It's pretty nice. And, yeah, mine was just like that. It was a 650. It's the same bike. I mean, it might have even been – I don't think it was the same year, though. Mine was a little bit newer, I think. Mine was like a throwback. It was like baby blue and white, the gas tank. The fenders were the same kind of thing. It's kind of like a throwback look to it. That was a fun bike, but really light, man. I'm surprised. Well, I shouldn't say really light, but compared to the Harley, it was pretty light. And I'm surprised he didn't go with something bigger. The 650 just didn't have enough oomph, and always felt like it was getting blown around whenever I got passed by a big truck, Chad Cronat says, happy birthday. Thank you, Chad. I appreciate that. Tyler Black. Besides YouTube, what did you do for a living? For 23 years, I was a purchasing manager / other things. That's what I did for 23 years. Let's see. Kathy Root says, what up, Mr. Rob? Kathy, how you doing? It's good to see you here. Tana says, tell Krista to get out of that pool and come join us. She, I don't know if she's going to be on tonight or not. She's having back problems. Philip Huggins says, I love Pure Leaf sweet tea. I agree. The black tea leaves a weird taste afterwards. Yeah, I just don't dig that one. I like Gold Peak sweet tea because it's smooth. Still not sponsored. Philip Huggins says, spider. Yeah, there's a spider. Kathy Roots is 73 here in Iowa. I'm freezing. Oh my God, 73 degrees. I'd probably have to put a coat on. It is, let's see, it's dropped here. It's the humidity is like here. Let's see. Richard Choate says, spider. Is that the bike? I'm not sure. Spider. No, it wasn't a spider. It was a Can-Am. Maybe it was the spider. Maybe it was. I honestly don't remember. Kathy Root, I read that. Richard says, how did you like the Spider? I think it was the Spider. It was fun. It was a good, stable ride. You never had to worry about keeping it up. You had 3 wheels. The only problem is because of the 2 wheels in the front and their proximity to each other, it rode the cup of the road. So the rear end always felt like it was doing this, and the front always felt like it was doing this. So it was kind of a weird sensation, but it was very, very comfortable to drive. And like I said, there was no skill involved in it, really. It was pretty simple. We have a visitor, a joiner, I should say, not a visitor.
An interloper.
An interloper. Oops, my stuff is falling around all over me. We have an interloper. She's coming. She's almost here. She's getting close. I don't know what I did. Hold on. I have to adjust everything here. Let's get it right. Here she comes. Everybody say welcome to Krista.
Yay.
Clapping. Hi, honey.
Hi, honey.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Is your back better?
Yeah.
Well, we won't talk about that.
No.
I'm going to turn this down a little bit because I'm looking at the ceiling. Did you notice the shirt that I'm wearing today? It's the Bailey special.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Pretty cool, huh?
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's.
I like it.
It is. It's cool.
Yeah.
Let's catch up. Yeah, Richard, I do think it was a Spider, and I did like it, but not as much as the Harley. Brent,
I loved it. That thing
Griffin,
was too cool.
the Spider or the Harley?
The Spider.
You like the Spider?
The 3-wheeler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was probably more comfortable, I think. Oh, wait a minute. We have a super chat from Mumphy. Wow. 999. Awesome. Happy belated birthday. Here is some Mick D spending money. Mumphy, thank you very much. I do appreciate that. And by the way, I like to give shout outs. You got to check out Mumphy. He's got a Tacoma channel. Like I mentioned earlier, he just did an LED light bar on his roof rack. He has a Prinsu, by the way. Check him out. Channel's Mumphy, just like the name. And thank you. I appreciate that, buddy. I really do.
So you told everyone it was your birthday
I did.
on Father's Day?
Josie was here. Yeah.
And Josie came to surprise him, which
And
I knew all about.
You did a great job,
and
too.
well, thank you, because it was the first time that I ever kind of joined with someone to do a surprise.
Yeah.
And it was a big one. It turned out it was perfect. He had no idea.
I had no idea.
So it was perfect.
I know. Brent says your daughter did not like the shiny bug / stone guard. What about Plasti Dip it matte black? Well, fortunately, while I appreciate she didn't like it, it doesn't change my feelings for it. And I like it.
I like it too.
So there will be no matte blacking of it. I like it the way it is.
Yeah, I like it too. I want to get something like it for my Jeep.
I got to do that, by the way. You got to remind me. Victor Garcia says, hey, Rob, how's it going? I got to get something for both Jeeps.
Oh, okay. There's all kinds to look at.
Brand 7 Hondo says, man, oh man, that Tundra TRD Pro might end up giving the Raptor and TRX a fight. What do you say, Rob? Not with that V6 twin turbo. I imagine that truck is going to be heavy. Although, maybe not. Maybe they're going to build it out of aluminum and put a composite bed in the back. I don't know. I can't imagine it giving either of those trucks a run for the money, but I hope so. Toyota has mentioned they're going to blow our minds, and they're supposed to be having a bigger, I think, a V8 option available down the road. I think. We'll see. Who knows?
Interesting.
M. Jones says, to all those fathers that aren't car guys, happy Mother's Day. That's not right. That's not right. Josh Allen says Magnuson is the way to go. Toyota dealer in Bend, Oregon did mine. There you go. That's what I need is a Toyota dealer that'll do mine, that has experience.
Yeah.
John Bailey says, so how old are you now, Rob?
No, he's an
old enough
man.
to be your much better looking younger brother. Let's see. Kathy Root says, I think it is a good idea to have Toyota do the supercharger. Absolutely. Yes. They're the only ones I would trust, honestly. Yes. Unless there was like a specialized shop or something around, which I don't know of one. So, let's see. Where was I?
John Brown.
John Brown. No. Yes. Oh, Friar John. Hey, how are you? Friar John says, I just like saying Friar John. I think it's cool.
That is
Friar
cool.
John says, what's your favorite Tacoma YouTube channel? Mumphy ain't bad. I really like that guy, Jesse Rizzo, and Tacoma Beast. Has some really good videos. Bust to Beat George is good too. Out of the Tacoma realm, I watch Trucker Josh. I like Trucker Josh.
Mm-hmm.
I watch the Report of the Week, a kooky food reviewer guy. He is really
very
kooky.
Interesting, yes.
And what else do I check out? Hercules Candy. That's a place that makes candy out of, I think, New Jersey. I think. I like them. It's interesting to me to watch how they make candy and stuff, the process, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably about it. There's a handful of others that I watch, but it's sporadically. Bill's T Max, he's a cemetery worker up in Canada. I watch him. Stuff like that. I watch weird stuff, you know. If you check out the Report of the Week, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
He's interesting.
Let's see. Where was I? Philippe Huggins says, happy belated birthday, Roberto, and happy Daddy's Day to all you dads. Thank you, Philip. Appreciate that. Victor Garcia says, happy birthday. Thank you, Victor. Walter says, where's Little C? I don't know. She might come up. I'm not sure. Philippe Huggins says, the bike where two wheels are in the front and the one in the back is called a spider. Yes, that's what I had. I had that bronzish colored one, I think you'd call it.
Kind of orange.
Tana Bailey says, oh, man, I hate that for Krista. Tell her the Baileys said, get better quick. Honey,
oh, thank you.
The Baileys said, get better quick.
Thank you.
Wait a minute. I wasn't prepared.
That was easy.
There we go. Let's see. Where was I? Where I was on a Bailey. I was on a Bailey. There it is. Philip A. Huggins says, howdy, Krista.
Hi, Philip.
Kathy Root says, kudos to the interloper.
Absolutely. How are you?
I know how this is going to go. Every time Krista shows up, it becomes the Krista show. Like I don't even exist. It's not like I have a complex or anything. I mean, you know. Mumphy, again, thank you for the $9.99 super chat. Really do appreciate that.
Awesome.
And I will put that towards something at the McDee's. Tyler Black says, I talked to you and your wife last week regarding if the Tacoma was big enough for my wife and our child that's on her way. We ended up finding a 2021 SR Tacoma, and we're in love. That's good. As long as you got what works for you and what you like, that's all that matters.
That's awesome.
Richard, and congratulations on the new ride.
Yes.
Richard Choate says, when Krista comes in, it looked like she had a walker. No, there's no walker.
No,
not
walker. Yet anyway.
Yeah, not yet.
Hopefully never.
Yeah. John Bailey says, welcome, Krista. We hope you feel better.
Hi, John. Thank you.
Chad Cronat says, howdy, Krista.
Hi, Chad.
Hope all is well.
It's well.
Kathy Root says, hope Krista.
Howdy.
Wait a minute. Hope Krista.
Howdy.
Howdy, Krista. Back better soon. Can relate. I've had 3 back surgeries. No fun. 3 back surgeries.
I've only had one, and I really, well, I don't know if I'll ever do another one.
I talked to a guy the other day whose wife was on her 7th. And I'm like, if you have to have 7 surgeries to fix something, then something's not right. Right? I don't know. Let's see. Kathy says, dang on, darn it. I thought I watched weird stuff. Well, you know, weird is a matter of interpretation. But, you know, when you're watching a cemetery caretaker, it was very interesting. He used to be able to show a lot more of the cemetery, but now
he's
can't.
been,
Trucker Josh is just a normal guy, drives a truck. He's
Canadian.
Interesting. He is. Yeah, I seem to have a thing for Canadians.
And he
T-Max,
lives right outside my home city. So
yeah, and
I love hearing the accent. I love it.
The Report of the Week. He's tough to figure out. That guy.
Yeah, he's an interesting fellow.
Of course, I also check out once in a while. Street Speed 717.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you probably have heard of him if you're into any kind of cars.
Yeah.
And Auto Vlog. I check him out once in a while too. Actually, fairly frequently, depending on what his video is about. But there are a couple other ones I check out.
Mm-hmm.
Mumphy says, I'll have to step up my game, Friar John. That's right. You got to step up your game, brother. Come on. Let's see. Oh, I get it. That's in response to the favorite channels. What did Friar John say? He said, yeah, Mumphy's okay. Or something. I forget what he said. But at least he mentioned you. You know, as long as you're mentioned, that's all that matters, man.
Yep.
El Splendor, what's for dinner tonight? Probably the traditional bacon and eggs for me, or maybe just vegetables. You see, when my daughter was here, we had this great idea to go get vegetables and make a salad. So we did that, and now I have all these vegetables left. And I do like vegetables, and I'll probably dip them in some ranch dressing. It's good. It's good. Honey.
You seriously? That's all you're gonna eat?
No, I probably have to have more than that. I'll just blow away.
Uh-huh.
Bola Torres, soft or hard Tano? Again, it depends on what you're doing with it. You know, soft is cheaper, hard is more. Hard is more secure. Hard you can walk on if you get the right one.
Mm-hmm.
Soft is good. It will protect things. Not going to stop anybody from cutting right through it. But I tell you, if I've got a hard tonneau cover and a crowbar, I'm going to get through that just as quickly as I'm going to get through a soft top. So take that with a grain of salt.
Personal preference.
Let's see.
Richard.
Richard says, Krista, what did the head doctor say?
That he has issues.
Matter of fact, I need a haircut. Look at this. My hair's starting to grow again.
Oh my gosh. Look at how
it's
long
getting,
that is. We could braid that.
It's getting into that unruly stage, you know. Let's see. Where was I? Richard said he needs a shrink. Bola Torres says tonneau cover. Yes, I understood.
Mm-hmm.
Wiley says, you're not over 65 yet, old motive.
No,
I am not over 65. You're right. I'm not over 65. Quite frankly, I'm a little surprised I've made it to where I am right now. Who knows? Will I hit 65? You know, one hopes, but you know, I don't know.
Yep.
Let's see. Walter says, have you watched the Stradman before? I have. I used to watch the Stradman back when he worked for an accounting firm, I think it was. And he got let go, and then he took his Lamborghini. Still not quite clear how he had a Lamborghini working for an accounting firm, but he took his Lamborghini and really got more into the YouTube, and he really has taken off since then. That's probably been 3 years, maybe 2 or 3 years, and he's, you know, way out there now. So, but yeah, I used to watch him. I don't anymore. Because he's into the really exotic stuff, it seems, and it's not my thing, you know. Right. I'm talking about Bugattis and, you know, and he's very technically oriented. It's not my thing. Tacoma Geeks, when are you tuning your truck? Katie Max is in the near future. I may look into buying the gear to tune those who seek a better Tacoma. Hey, if you can do it and do it right, why not? You can make some money.
Absolutely.
I think people charge $200 to $300 a pop to do that. I think the software and everything's going to cost you what, $600 to $800, $1,000, something like that. But 5 trucks, you've made some money. Wait a minute, we have another super chat. Richard, thank you, Richard. Richard, you are awesome, buddy. Just as awesome as Mumphy. For Krista, for a back rub.
Thank you so much.
Well, I'll have to see if I can find somebody to do it. I mean, that's pretty cheap. I don't know. Oh, he means me. Oh, okay. Thank you, Richard, though. In all seriousness, that's awesome of you. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
Let's see. Where was I? I've lost my spot. Kathy Root. How is Krista liking her Wild Peaks?
I love them.
Your timing is perfect because she got to drive in I assume, driving rainstorm today.
No, it was in a thunderstorm.
And how was it?
Fantastic. No issues.
No slippage?
No slipping, no hydroplaning, no nothing. And I was going the speed limit and it was fine. I am so happy.
See that? When you need to know about what tires to get, ask the man. I don't mean in gender.
And I'll answer.
I'm just the man.
And I'll answer.
You're the man?
I'm the woman.
Let's move on from there. I suddenly developed a headache. Excuse me, I'm all choked up now.
Mm.
Where was I? Tacoma Geek says, check out the Paragon retractable bed cover. I'm considering it versus the undercover armor. I'm not looking for any kind of tonneau cover for my Tacoma. I'm going to keep it nude. You know what I'm saying? Douglas Sixberry, he's pointing somewhere. I don't know if he lost his way. Tyler Black says, I noticed that you moved to Harlingen, Texas. I did some work down there a few weeks ago near the 99-cent store, Texas Thrift. Awesome. I don't know where that is, but there's a lot of them around here. I can tell you that. Those dollar stores and stores like that are everywhere down here. So, but that's cool.
That is cool.
Let's see. Josh Allen says, Strad has a 6x6 Glad that you'd like. Also, happy birthday. Yeah, I know he does. So does Street Speed. I think the two of them are buddies. They talk. Well, they're probably more like business acquaintances.
Yeah.
But yeah, they both do, actually. And matter of fact, Street Speed, he gives away cars and trucks on his channel, and he's giving his away. I think almost every new vehicle he's bought, he's given away. And of course, he's doing that to eat his income because he's got like, I don't know, 1.5 million subscribers, maybe more. And he's making bank. So he's got to get that income down or he's going to pay a boatload of taxes. That's why he does it.
Yeah.
Again, Richard, thank you for the $20 super chat, buddy. You are awesome. Josh, Strad has a 6x6. Did I just read? I did just read that.
Yeah.
Brady says, hi, Rob. You think I'll get a good trade-in for my 2021 Tacoma Limited White with Night Edition package for the new Tundra? What? You've bought a 2021 Tacoma and now you're trading it? You sound as bad as I am. You're going to lose money. You're certainly going to lose money. Do I think you'll get good money? You'll get better money now than you would most any other time. But do I think you're going to make money? Yeah, not unless you got a really, really good deal.
Yeah.
That's too bad. You are going to lose money for sure. Tyler Black says you should check out Last Line. I know of them. I have looked at them before. Pretty much everybody that's out there. I mean, I watch a lot of YouTube, and a lot of YouTube channels pop up on my feeds and stuff. So there are truck related, I should say. I mean, I'm sure there are millions out there that I've not heard of, or thousands or something. But Kathy Root says, why do I get the feeling Krista wears the pants? Maybe you have indigestion. I don't know. Maybe a Tums is in order. Maybe some Pepto-Bismol. I don't know why you get that feeling.
That's awesome.
Let's see. Richard Schote says,
that was easy.
Richard Schote says, have you heard how the Wild Peaks do in snow and ice?
If I recall, they are not great in snow.
I don't think any mud tire is, though.
Although these are ATs. They're not.
Well,
ATs.
But they're a more, what do you want to call it?
These are all terrain. They're not mud.
I'd call them almost mud.
Mm-mm.
No? Well,
No.
she's the pants person.
But
so
if I recall, and I could be wrong, but I was searching tires and searching information on them and what they're good for because I was looking for tires specific for rain that I could drive and not have to freak out. And if I recall, they did mention that it handles well in rain, not so well in snow. And ice, nothing's going to handle well. So,
all right, let's see here. Tacoma Geeks still encountering delivery delays with the driver's side grab handle. Insane. There are not others making the handle. Yeah, I mean, well, the R&D and setup costs and all that stuff to come up with something like that is not cheap. I mean, even though they're made overseas, getting it all going is not cheap. You have to have the molds and the processes and probably several trips and blah, blah, blah. Plus there's a liability concern. The general belief is that if you're in there and your airbag goes off, that thing is somehow going to blow out and decapitate you, which is not possible. It's on the side, not behind, but it's all about perception. So there's probably that's keeping people out of the market. I will say, if you haven't, you need to check out the video I put out today on the Tundra channel because it talks about something related to that. And and the Tacoma. That's all I'm going to say. You need to check it out. It's over on the RobMotive Tundra channel, which, by the way, you should subscribe to if you haven't. I'm just saying. Let's see. Where was I? John Bailey says, giving away vehicles, huh? I think you just found your next promotion. If I had 1 million or 2 million subscribers, I might consider that.
Oh, yeah.
But that
Right
would be
now?
a losing proposition for me. Let's see. Especially since that Gladiator he's going to be giving away is about 130 grand. I don't know what he paid for it.
Good
Probably
grief.
at least 100 and something. So yeah, no.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's see. Mumphy says the Helix or Hilux, depending on where you're from, tests from Whistling was rather entertaining to watch. Huh. Interesting. I've never seen that. Brady says, you think the Hilux will show up in the U.S.? No, it wouldn't. It'd be like having two Tacomas sitting beside each other, even though they're not the same vehicle. But no, I don't see the Hilux. I see the Tacoma taking some cues from the Helix or Hilux, but no, I don't think it'll ever be sold here. Kenneth James says, hey, Rob, I got to tell you, I installed a pedal commander on my 2019 Tacoma SR5, and I got to tell you, I am digging it. Well, the question is, do you have an automatic or a manual? First of all, that's my first question. Tacoma Geeks says, I am giving wait a minute. I am giving EXPs a try on a pair of 17-inch fuels in a few weeks. Are Krista's Wild Peaks 5 or 10 ply? I would guess, I think they're 5, actually.
Really?
I think so.
The Nittos were 20.
I know. They were beasts. That's
They
why
were,
they suck.
Yeah.
I just looked at that the other day, and I'm on yours, and I'm pretty sure they're actually, if you count, it's funny how they do the plies. If you count the numbers, the way that they show the plies on the tires, it's actually 6. I remember this now.
Oh.
It's actually 6. So
Interesting.
the way I read it, I mean, I don't know. And I assume that these Trail Country EXPs are tires, I'm assuming. I've never heard of them. Kathy Root says, hey, no disrespect, Rob. You the man. Have learned so much from your videos. I'm hurt, Kathy. I don't know if I can recover. I really don't know.
You'll get over it.
So, I don't know. I'm depressed now. It's turning my hair gray as we sit here.
It's all right.
Okay, I feel better. Tacoma Geek says, at Kenneth, the PC can be dangerous. I've heard it can cause the truck to go into limp mode. And, no self-respecting truck owner wants to go into limp mode. I'm just saying.
That was easy.
Let's see. Where was I? Kenneth. Walter says, Rob, when was the last time you ate tacos? It's been a while. I tried to have some tacos about 3 weeks ago, and the store that we bought them from, the restaurant, gypped me. They didn't send them. No tacos for me. No. So it's been a while. Camaro Man says, RobMotive, when do you think the taco will get the whole new look? Let's see. This is 2021, 3 years between 2024 and 2025.
Yeah, because 2020 was a new look, right? No,
it was a mid-model refresh.
Oh, a refresh,
which is more than mid-model, but
so yeah, wouldn't it be more like 2 years then?
No,
they do a new model, and then 2 or 3 years later they do a refresh, and then 2 or 3 years later, boom, new model.
3 years is 2024, just like I said.
Well, there you go.
So the man.
I'm very tired.
The man.
I'm tired.
That's right. We were up at 4:00 this morning taking my daughter to the airport. I
didn't sleep.
Well, that's just on you.
Kenneth
says she's an automatic. Okay. I need to know if he experiences with the manual, because that's what I have, a manual. Tacoma Geek says, I am getting, not giving. Okay. I got you.
Autocorrect, right?
Tacoma Geek says, never heard, of, let's see, Google the dude. I'll have to, if I remember, which if I'm being honest, and probably won't. Richard Choate says, I had a 2001 Wrangler with TA up tires, and they were great in the snow. I'm just trying to figure out which tire to buy. Best of both worlds. And all season, that's the best of both worlds. I don't know, man. It seems to me that all of the more aggressive tires are not great in cold or snow, but they're great off-road in mud and dirt, but they're not great on pavement. You know, I don't know. The Wild Peak is the best.
It's kind of
compromise I have found.
Yeah.
I think they're capable all around.
And since we live here, we don't really have to worry about snow.
Yeah, no snow here, man.
So
Hot Coals Social Club. Has the Tacoma steering wheel locked on you when running your leg across it while getting out of the truck? I never do that. So I guess I'd have to say no.
Right.
Tacoma Geek says limp mode cure, OV Tune or KD Max ED for Tacomas. I don't know what you're talking about. Brian Shafranik. Brian.
What's wrong?
Brian, I'm going to tell your story a little bit. No details.
Oh, you
Brian,
told me.
Brian says, I want a Tacoma. And you may, if you've been on the live stream, you know that Brian, he had a Tacoma. And it was an Army Green Tacoma. And it was awesome. But it was totaled. And Brian is okay for the most part, but his truck is not. And of course, you know that if you're trying to find a new Tacoma right now, it's virtually impossible to get what you want. You can settle, but it's virtually impossible to get what you want. So, Brian, I feel you, man. I feel you.
I hope you feel better.
El Splendor, Taco Trivia. What year did Toyota first introduce the name Tacoma? 1979.
I have nothing to say there.
1997. Let's see. Brian says they junked my 2021. Well, yeah.
That's a drag.
Walter says, like the stream, the stream, the stream, guys. Yes, if you haven't, hit that like button while you're just sitting there. Smash that puppy. She hasn't done it yet, you know.
No, I just did. I just did.
Well, it still says, 24. Look at that. We had a twofer.
Ooh.
A twofer, 24.
There you go.
You know what? I like that. That's
there's
awesome.
26.
26. Oh, we got 26 coming out of 27. I'm no good at that. It's about all I could go. Blah, 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 that's about it.
Yep.
Let's see. Kenneth says, Rob, which one, level or left? Which one, level or left? Kenneth, I'm afraid I am not following you. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Richard Choate says, Krista, CBD cream or Voltaren gel really helps my bum shoulder. I'm just saying. Have you heard of those?
I'll have to look into those. No, I haven't.
Kenneth says lift.
Which one, level or lift?
Level or lift.
Okay.
Again, depends on what you're looking for. I kind of have, mine's a lift because it's not level. I'm about, what am I, a half an inch or so higher in the front than the rear. So I like level, though, myself, to be honest. Automan Dan says, hey, guys. Hey, Dan, how you doing there, buddy?
Hey.
Brady says, did you see a leak of the interior of the Tundra? Brady. I have a second channel. It's called RobMotive Tundra. And today, just today, mere hours ago, I posted a video on that very topic. So if you go over to my channel, RobMotive Tundra, subscribe first and foremost, and then watch that video, you will have the answer to your question. Although I think I've already answered it, but Tacoma,
you have in a roundabout way, yes.
Tacoma Geek says 2016 plus Tacomas all look the same with the exception of higher prices and standard options deletes year over year. There have been some cosmetic changes. I mean, we have a different grille this year than we had before. We have LED lights. We didn't have those before. We have different color. I mean, there are subtle changes, but, you know, certainly not a redesign or anything for sure. But there are some changes, you know. DIY Tacoma says, I like the stream. Hey, appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
I like that you liked the stream. Thank you.
Yeah, we're up to
Richard
30 now.
Richard Schote says that was TAKO tires. Ah, gotcha. I've never had. I assume you're talking the KO2s or their TAs. I don't know, but I've never had those. I've had Nittos and, of course, all seasons, and then, what do we have? The Falcon Wild Peaks, and then what's on the Tacoma now? Duratrax. The Goodyear Duratrax. They're a little slippery once in a while in the rain and stuff like that. Plus, they ride a little bit rougher, in my opinion, than the Falcon Wild Peaks do. So that's why I can't.
The ride with the Wild Peaks is just wonderful.
It's awesome.
It is.
Let's see. That was cute. Automan Dan says never got a notification.
That happens to me too.
Dan, here's what you do: go check and make sure the bell is checked. You can ring my bell. Sing it.
That was easy.
Wiley says, I hope Tacoma comes out with a diesel in the new model. Don't hold your breath. If Toyota comes out with a diesel in anything, I will be shocked. Here, anyway. So
right.
Brady says, need to get the dark side. Wait a minute. Need to go to the dark side now. Tundra Nation. LOL. That's right. Except go to RobMotive Tundra. That's where you need to go. Z Diver says BFG KO2s. See, I've never had those. I don't know if there's anything wrong with them because I've never had them, so I can't really give you firsthand.
I've heard about them, but
yeah, they're huge in the off-road. They're probably number one.
Probably.
Yeah, I would say they're probably number one. Nittos might be number two, maybe. Excuse me a minute there. I had to have a drink of Gold Peak Sweet Tea. It'll quench your thirst.
Every week.
Not sponsored. They don't even know I exist. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Brian says, cracked shoulder bone, trigger finger broke, now can't work, pinched nerve in bicep.
Oh.
I am good. I miss my taco a lot. That sucks.
I'm sorry to hear it.
That sucks. There's nothing good about any of that. Automan Dan says it doesn't matter what changes they do to the taco. I will still purchase a Ranger over a taco. Sorry, guys. That's your prerogative.
All right.
That's your prerogative.
That's your preference.
Automan Dan says, although said some going to be traveling a lot for my job, I am looking at possibly just going with a 3-row SUV instead.
Why in the world do you need 3 rows?
He hauls people around. Don't you haul the people?
Oh, okay.
Kenneth James, I'm going to be doing the kicker tweeter upgrade soon. That is the best, easiest, and cheapest sound upgrades you can do for your Tacoma. It should be done in every Tacoma because it makes that much of a difference. And you don't even have to do anything else,
Maybe add a subwoofer.
Nah, that's more involved. Tacoma Geek says, at RobMotive, your lift inspired me to step it up a notch with my lift suspension upgrade. I've decided to go with a Rough Country Vertex coilovers and aluminum upper control arms. Well, I am glad to help. Anytime I can, play a part in helping to separate your money from your wallet, I'm game. It's just good for the industry. That's all. But the Tacoma deserves a lift. There's nothing better than a lifted Tacoma. I mean, geez. Richard Schote says, Rob, if I got the light bar you have, how long would it take you to install it? Indefinitely. Brian Shafranik says,
how long did it take you to install yours?
Me?
Mm.
Well, I shot video and stuff, so it probably took me 3 or 4 hours. Or 2 or 3 hours, probably. But that's because I shot video, stopped, explained each thing.
Okay.
Had many, many long and heated debates with the truck because, I had scratched arms up and down both arms, from scraping across the metal. So
truck was kicking his
let's
rear
see.
end.
Brian says, same tea I am drinking. Brian, you are a man of great, great taste, I must say. Automan Dan says, I'm split between the new Toyota Highlander and new Kia Telluride and the Hyundai Palisades. I don't know anything about the Kias or the Hyundais. I guess I'm a prude. I've never had any. I don't think. I've never had either of them myself. So
no, I don't even know what they look like.
Yeah,
I've heard of them, but I That's
I don't
it.
know. Tacoma Geek says, almost took the Kings and or the Icon bait, way overpriced. Mark Staley, buy yourself a Kia truck next. Imported Japanese mini truck. I kind of like mini trucks, actually. You know, this Maverick intrigues me if it had any power.
Mini truck?
Yeah, I'd say. Richard says, I hear KO2s are better and more ply. Depends on what you're doing with them. I mean, off-road, they're supposed to be excellent. So on-road, I imagine they're just as horrible as the Nittos were. So, you know. Brady says, last question on the Tundra side, but do you do a live stream on the Tundra channel? Not yet, no. The Tundra channel doesn't have enough subscribers. You know, that's why I always ask people to please go over and subscribe to the Tundra channel so I can get to that 1,000 threshold.
Yep.
So that I can do things like that. And then they're worth my while. I mean, let's be honest. If I ain't getting paid, it's going to happen. And I'm talking about from YouTube advertising and stuff like that. And I can't do that until the channel hits 1,000. So you could help me out by just subscribing. That's all. And then I will do live streams. I almost did a dual live stream tonight between this channel and my Jeep channel because I can set up my phone and I'm operating off of a computer right now. And then I could do 2 live streams. So at the same time. But I will. Just got to get there, man.
Yep.
DIY Tacoma says, what's the price range to that last speaker upgrade you mentioned? I think they're less than $100. I'm talking about the tweeter. If you go to my channel, search RobMotive speaker or tweeter, I forget which, it'll pull it up. There's a link in the description. You can click that and see what the current pricing and all that stuff is. But I think it's less than $100, if I'm not mistaken. Matt Hopkins, I ordered my Army Green Tacoma a few weeks back and have already started stockpiling your mods. I wondered where my mods were going. I bought the skins, door inserts you just installed last week. Those are awesome. Do you think those are cool?
Those are very cool.
You know, I always worry about...
It's subtle, but it's not too much. And yeah, that looks sharp.
I always worry
like
about
something like that for
about being tacky and going overboard, you know, because if you put too much of that stuff inside, then the truck looks tacky. Those where they fit right in that little ridge, and it's so such a small little thing, but it has great impact when you open the door because it's like, bam, there's the color. That's probably one of my favorite interior mods now. So good for you.
Very cool.
What color did you get? I assume you got Army Green. El Splendor says, just bought TRD Pro suspension from a 21 off-road. I hope I like them. Installing this Friday. It should be good. I mean, I don't really ever hear complaints about people with their TRD Pros, the suspension. So
yeah.
Kenneth James says, yeah, I've watched you do the tweeters. Thanks for the great information. Yeah, the hardest part about doing the tweeter install is that one little screw that's right up there in the corner that you got to reach up there and get, and putting the A-pillar cover back on because you got to get it lined up right. And I will say something about that. I almost settled when I did mine. I put it on. It wasn't on right. And I thought, it's got to be right. It can't go any other way. No, if you don't have it in there the way that it looks like it's supposed to go, you don't have it in there right. So pull it out, do it again. It will go back in the right way. Just a little tip for you there. Let's see. Wait a minute. Okay, we can show that. I don't know why I blocked that. Let's see. Where was I? Almost took the Icon bait live stream. Matt, I ordered my El Splendor. Just bought
Tacoma Geeks.
Tacoma Geeks. KO2s are heavy.
You like the Nittos.
So are the ones we got, man. 10 pounds for Krista's Jeep. My God.
Not my new ones.
Oh, yes. Your new ones.
So they weigh as much as the Nittos did?
The Nittos must be more. There's no way they weigh the same.
No, I wouldn't think so.
KO2s are heavy, especially the 10 ply. Yeah. You'll notice the much talked about gear hunting and lag with your Tacoma once lifted and wheels and tires at Richard Schote. No, you're not going to have any gear hunting because of a lift. I mean, the truck doesn't care if you pick it up 3 inches or whatever. It cares if you add more weight for it to pull around. And I'm talking about unsprung weight, by the way. Wait a minute. Brady, we have a super chat. $1.99 coffee break. There you go.
There
the
you
coffee
go.
drinker over here.
Mhm.
Thank you, Brady. Appreciate that very much, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Or a budette. I'm not sure if Brady's a budette or a buddy, but thank you.
That's awesome.
Let's see. Where was I now?
Brian
Shafrenik. Did anyone have the JBL system wait a minute. Did anyone have the JBL system? In my truck was very good. 8-inch subwoofer behind the back seat. I've never had the JBL
have a
system.
subwoofer.
Yeah. She has it in her Jeep, which I should really steal it and put it in my Jeep. But
No. No.
Yes.
It's awesome. Every vehicle should have one.
Richard says, subscribe and hit that like button. Come on, guys. Richard, thank you very much.
You.
I like that line of thinking. I really do. You know what? Put a skimpy outfit on him. He could be my cheerleader. I like that. Sorry, Richard. I had to. Let's see. Tacoma Geek says, at RobMotive, wait a minute. We have another super chat. We have $10 from Richard Choate. Richard, you're awesome. I don't know what to say. Thank you very much. That's what I'll say. Thank you.
You're awesome.
Let's see. Where was I? Tacoma Geek says at RobMotive, when you're releasing the blackout door handle video, I believe the Nightshade has black door handles. I go back and forth. The latest back and forth was I'm not going to do it because it's not worth the risk of damaging something in the truck to do it, because it's rather involved. Toyota didn't make changing them out on the Tacoma very easy, at least the back doors. So I'm kind of in the no mode right now. Tacoma Geek says, at Brian Shafranik, I have the JBL. It's okay. I am wondering if the kicker tweets are better. They really transformed the system, in my opinion. So Z-Diver says it will hunt when you go from 30-inch to 33-inch tires with an automatic transmission. There you go. Let's see. Tacoma Geek says at RobMotive, that's what I meant. Once the new wheels and heavier tires are added, the gear hunting may be experienced. Supposedly, there's a more recent TSP that helps with the gear hunting. Yeah, I don't know. I never noticed that on my 2018, and I had actually the wheels, the tires anyway, the Nittos that she had on her Jeep. And I didn't notice any gear hunting, but it definitely felt more sluggish. That's for sure. Brian says, LOL, you guys are awesome. And I have a sub one. Wait a minute. And I have a sub one. It must be in my limited Tacoma.
Oh, a subwoofer.
A subwoofer. Gotcha. Automan Dan says, if I decide to go with the Ranger, I might have to do some of the mods that Rob did to his Taco. They may not fit, but I highly recommend it. Automan or Richard Choate says, thanks, geeks. Walter says, Rob, do you like driving the night or in the day?
Day.
Well, let me tell you a little story. This morning, we took my daughter to the airport at 4:00 in the morning.
Yes. And
it was dark outside. And I noticed this about 3 years ago. You see, at one point in this eye, I had a torn retina. So I had to have multiple laser eye surgeries, I guess.
Yeah.
Now, when I drive at night, everything is very fuzzy. The lights are fuzzy. So when I get oncoming traffic, it's almost like, not quite that bad, but it's fuzzy. It's very uncomfortable.
That's interesting because that's what I deal with.
Causes that.
Yeah, at night everything is fuzzy, and then the lights are blinding, and I can't see.
Yeah, so it's not comfortable. I do like driving at night, but not because of that.
No.
Or because of that, no. If that makes any sense, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a bummer, man.
It is.
Old age, man. What can I say? And I actually tore that retina when installing an exhaust on a Ram Rebel. That's when it happened. I remember the moment it happened.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, Tacoma Geek says, at Automan Dan, we forgot to tell you the word Ranger is blasphemous here.
That was easy.
We make exceptions for Dan because he's kind of grandfathered, because he is well, no, he's not that old, but he's been around for a long time on the channel. So, we kind of make an exception for Dan. We just kind of pretend we didn't hear it, A man who is a symbol says Tacoma needs 300 horsepower and 290 in torque. That's not enough. I think it needs 350 and about 320 in torque, or even 350. I don't think that extra, whatever it is, what does it have now? 290, 294, 16 horses. It doesn't, you'd never notice it. It really needs more like 350, in my opinion. Let's see, where was I? Brady says, Ranger, what's that? LOL. That's the guy that rides around on a horse and dresses in red in Canada, I think.
That's no.
That's a Mountie. That's a Mountie. Wait a minute. We have another super chat. This is from Gazark.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get this right. Gazaraki PR.
Yes.
Gazaraki PR. Good to see you guys. Getting my black fog lights tomorrow. Hope I like them. Haven't forgot about the Miss Coffee. Coffee he was going to send. Thank you for the super chat, first of all. And I would think you'll love the blacked out fog lights. I think
they look awesome.
Yeah.
I'd like to get something like that for mine.
Yeah, they're cool. I would think you'll like them. But thanks for the super chat. Appreciate
That's awesome.
that. Let's see.
Automan Dan.
Automan Dan says, Tacoma Geeks. Well, someone has to give competition to the Tacoma. There's no competition for the Tacoma. They're number one. You know what I mean?
They're the best looking truck on the road.
Excuse me. Richard says, I've got black door handles on mine. It was easy. Mine came that way. Yeah, that's the easiest mod to do, right?
Yep.
Tacoma Geek says, I owned a 2017 RX 350 FS Sport. Same engine as in the Tacoma, just better tuned. I can attest to the responsiveness, performance, and torque. Toyota can still do a lot more with the current engine. I agree. It's all in the tune. Nothing wrong with the engine.
Right.
Walter says V6 twin turbo would be amazing for the Taco. I did a video addressing something like that today, so I'm not going to comment. The Symbol says 2022 Frontier, your thoughts? Thought I liked it. Looked a little bit more at it. Got to see it in person. Right now, if I had to buy one, or if I was in the market and it was one of my options, probably wouldn't be on just what I've seen so far. But I don't know much about it yet.
Yeah.
Tacoma Geek says, I am with RobMotive. The new Tacoma will potentially have a single turbo V6, and I bet that will be on the Turd Pro.
TRD.
I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not talking about it. You'll see a video coming out.
Yep.
Let's see. Gazaraki says, Frontiers are going to be expensive. Probably. I believe the Nissans generally are more anyway. Chad Cronat says, good night. All 1 a.m. coming. Quick. Have a good week. Yeah. You too, Chad. Thank you for being here and being part of the channel. I really appreciate it.
Yep.
Lil Klondike Outdoor says, hello, everyone, and howdy, Rob and Krista. Lil Klondike, good to see you here. Let's see. We are caught up on the comments. So it's about time for us to call it a night. We've been on here over an hour. I'm starving. I'm about ready to fall over. Walter says, I got to go, Rob. Take care. You too, Walter. Thanks for being on. By the way, we will return to our normally scheduled Monday next week.
Yes.
I want to thank everybody for the super chats. They mean a lot. They really do. You guys are awesome for that. Again, if you wouldn't mind, check out my other two channels, RobMotive Tundra especially, and subscribe if you would. That would be cool. And then RobMotive JT, same thing. If you would. By the way, there is a giveaway going on at RobMotive JT right now. I'm giving away a Volant cold air intake. So if you're interested, check it out. There's a live video or a live giveaway right now on the RobMotive JT channel. Fits the Gladiator and the Wrangler. So check it out. Let's see. Let me catch up here. Brady says, night, y'all. Good night, Brady. Tacoma Geek says that RobMotive interior chrome and vent rang delete. Absolutely. Absolutely. I have videos on that on my channel.
Absolutely.
Wiley says, senior, yay, hillbilly. What? The Symbol says, love your show. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. High Mountain Rescue says, good night, all. HMR. See that? See what I did? Good night, and thanks for being here.
Yep.
Brian says, have a good night, Rob and Krista. You too. I hope you feel better.
Yes, take care.
Tacoma Geek says, night all. Great chat. I am looking forward to seeing your 2022 Tundra. Me too. I cannot wait. Gazaraki says, have a great night, guys. See you soon. You too. Thanks for being on, and thanks for the super chat.
Yes.
Cameraman 520 says, Rob, stay cool, and see you on the road Taco Maniacs.
Yeah.
That's right. Thanks again, everybody. Have a great night and rest of the week. And we'll see you next time.
On the web.
Bye.
Bye.